What's up, everybody? This is Gunter Severloh. Today we have a new mission for Ragnarok'44 and IFA 3 Lite. This mission is called Paros Front. Go to the commander screen and then to the map and give you a overview of how this mission plays. Now, as you can see, this mission is on Altus map, and we have a decent spread of strategic points between the two forces. We have the strategic points located here, as you can see. This is a kind of a new build for this mission. This was actually demonstrated in the first how-to tutorial for how to build your own missions for Ragnarok. And this was the mission that I built. I figured I'd fix it up a little bit more and then release it. So this is the overview for the release of this mission. Let's go to the spectator mode to get a better view of the battlefield. Alright guys, we have various strategic points in this one. I think, in my opinion, the Germans have somewhat a slight disadvantage in this compared to the Russians, because the Russians, from where they're set up, they have 3 strategic points, if not 4, closest to them, compared to the Germans, where they have a little bit of distance to go before they even get close to a strategic point, which is probably going to be this one right here, close to Paros. So they have some hills to actually get around in order to get to a strategic point. We have one over here, and of course another one over here. And we got the one strategic point in the middle of the Paros town, which is almost in the middle of the street, it looks like. Then it spreads out from there. You can see we already got one Russian soldier. Oh, we got a small squad coming from the Russians. I don't know why he went that way. He could have just went up the road and went straight forward, but... Hey, that's the AI for you. What do you want from me? I don't know. I didn't design the AI. The commander tells him where to go. Maybe he's waiting for someone. He doesn't look obstructed. Unless he's trying to determine which strategic point to take. I'm not sure. It looks like the Russians are building their forces, because construction truck we just drove out and started working on a building. They already have a barracks. Yeah, now they're taking a strategic point. I don't know why they decided to go for that one, but... My next update for this, I'm gonna put some markers by each strategic point, just to kind of give them some names, give them some ideas. But this is kind of like the first build of this mission. But this is a general overview, just to give you an idea of what you're dealing with. And as you can see here, a portion of it is going to be a lot of building to building type of combat, and definitely open fields. Looks like they have one already. Yeah, the Russians don't waste time getting their forces out there. Yeah, they got lot of forces. The real thing, the real trouble about this is with these many forces, when they capture a bunch of strategic points, is that they start gaining a lot of points towards their ammo and their supplies, and of course they build accordingly. So I'm not sure actually what would happen in this type of terrain actually when these guys start deploying their tanks and whatever else to start seizing the further up strategic points like these guys here, especially going to Paros, because in Paros itself, I mean, from the Russians' perspective, of course Paros is quite a ways away, so they you know, as a player, the Germans have quite a bit of time on their hands before the Russians even make their way up here. But I wouldn't speak too early on that. So, but if you play this outright, you could once you get your forces set up, you could start setting up you know, some AT weapons to start overlooking this area. So any Russian tank that decides to come into the area to take, you know, any of the strategic points can easily be annihilated. I mean, it's just going to be hard for them to take this. Maybe the one in the city, I don't know. I mean, it all depends on which paths or routes the Russians will take. But the Russians definitely got some forces deployed already. Alright guys, I'm going to leave you with that, and I hope this is intrigues you to check this mission out and see what happens. And I wish you guys good luck that play this, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.